Staying with Amazon, let's get over to Deirdre Bosa because she's taking a look at Andy Jassy. Of course, he is the man who took over from Mr. Bezos. That was 1 year ago that he did so. Obviously, succeeding a founder, never easy, particularly one like Mr. Bezos, Deirdre.
Never easy. And in this case, David, it's hard to imagine a more challenging first year for a CEO. Andy Jassy, of course, he took over just as Amazon was exiting a pandemic high. Overcapacity issues were building, unions gaining momentum. He would lose several key executives like Dave Clark, who ran the core e-commerce business and was with Amazon for decades, like Jassy. Now, over that first year, just to put this in perspective, guys, Amazon has shed some $650 billion in market value. It just closed out its worst quarter since 2000. But how much should investors blame Jassy? He was not CEO when a lot of these issues were building. He was running Amazon Web Services, the cloud business, which has actually seen growth reaccelerate in the face of more competition. It is also likely, however, that he was working closely with Bezos and Clark and others, and perhaps had a hand in things like union messaging, which has been a series of miscalculations that led to an historic win for one union at that Staten Island warehouse. Now, the bigger question for investors now is, can Jassy fix these issues? 2 decades ago, Amazon was at another challenging crossroads. Its stock had fallen more than 90% from that dot-com bubble high. We know the history. It went on to sell more than just books. It went on to pioneer the cloud and become the behemoth that it is today. This time, it may be the vast capacity and logistics network that was put in place over the pandemic that, yes, will lead to billions of dollars in extra costs this year, but could also put Amazon in a winning position in the years, decades ahead. Plus, the company, don't count out advertising. It has been somewhat quietly building that business, which is now twice the size of Snap, Twitter, Roku, and Pinterest combined. As you guys mentioned, Amazon stock is up today as the NASDAQ cuts those losses. I feel like I just did, and on the other hand, a la John Ford. We'll definitely be doing more of this on Tech Check.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.